Morning. This is Driving with Myles. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today, we're going to talk about driving training sessions, what to expect for safe driving. Typically, students, adults, they're very nervous when they get into the car, and this is a lifelong driving situation. So if you have a good instructor, you're going to remember them the rest of your life. If you have a bad instructor, you're going to remember them the rest of your life. So it's really important that you strike that balance. I'm very honest and open with all my students, and I try to make corrections when needed. The first thing you're going to do is walk around a car, make sure everything is consistent and safe. The tires are good, there's no fluids leaking on the ground, and we're safe. Typically, what I do, I have students get into the car. I show them how to adjust the seat. If you're taller, we got to have that seat lower to the ground. If you're shorter, usually students who are under 5'2", 5'1" have a little bit of a difficulty. You got to adjust that seat, move it forward. We do have a tilt steering wheel. So those things are really important. And then hand placement on the steering wheel. We do have a dual control car. We have two mirrors. I have a brake on my side, contrary to what people believe. We do not have a steering wheel on the other side. But speaking of the steering wheel, let's talk about hand-to-hand turns and hand-over-hand turns based on the National Highway Safety Transportation Administration. When you're making right turns, when you're parallel parking, hand over hand is probably the best method for slow, low speed maneuvers. The hand to hand, if you're going around a curve, gradually turning the wheel. There's a lot of discussion and debate, and it's a great topic to talk about. You have an airbag in the middle. So obviously, you don't want to have your thumbs on the steering wheel because that could cause you in a collision to have your thumbs broken. So that's important. Steering wheel placement is important. You don't want to palm the wheel. You don't want to have your hands to the bottom of the wheel. We start in school parking lots, making right turns, making left turns. We get into neighborhoods, subdivisions, making those right turns, left turns, pulling in the driveway, doing three-point turnarounds, reversing out, building that confidence. I like to focus on observation skills, looking left, looking right, really keeping you with your eyes up. Don't look down at the speedometer. Don't look down at the steering wheel. A lot of beginning drivers tend to do that. So I'm trying to teach you a habit of good habits of looking up and aiming high. We do have dual controls in car. I talked about that. Thank you for the thumbs up. We want to be in a low risk environment. Typically, when I take students out on a route, I know the environment. I know what's going on in that environment, and I really want it safe. Safe for me, and safe for the students because safety is no accident. So what do I mean? If it's downtown area, I typically know the flow of the traffic, the timing of the lights. Pedestrians are unpredictable. They will pop up at any time. So you as a driver always have to be aware of that and know what's going on. The task is driving. So I try to make it really chilled, relaxed. Typically, you're dealing with high school students, young adults. We talk about jobs, we talk about careers, and what will be the end process. You passing this session, you getting ready for your DMV test or road test, and that's the rewarding part. My job is to coach. If you want to see more information and content, you need to look at 11 reasons why a professional driver's ed instructor driving with Myles is better than your parents. One example, I don't know you on a personal level. So I'm able to give you constructive criticism and be open and honest. And that way we're safe. I've always been like that in my career. You're open and honest with your students, and you really want them to be successful. And that's what good teachers do. They're open and honest. They want you to be successful. And usually in the end, students are very successful. You're not being judged. I try to tell my students, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to give you feedback. I'm here to give you information so you can be safe and you can be consistent. The interest is safety. The interest is competence, and the interest is consistency. We want to see the same correct turns when you're making lefts. We want to see the same correct turns when you're making rights. I want to see you consistently checking your blind spot and understanding the rules of the right of way. Those things are consistent and very important. And I always give feedback to the parents or your older sister or brother if you're a teen or grandmother, whoever's there, I give that feedback, right? The sessions usually last about an hour. We go over the information. We talk about the car. You're evaluated, and then I give you feedback. So it's really important that you get feedback. It depends on where we're going, downtown areas, country roads, dirt roads. I try to mix up the environment so students are meaningfully engaged so they can really shine and do a good job on their driving because that's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's about you. All of you are the 2021 next generation drivers. And I'm blessed to be here to help you do that and to help you reach your goals. But it takes work, it takes balance, it takes trust. And when you have that balance and trust, you're going to be super consistent. Um, you want to be comfortable. You might want to have a drink of water or something. You want to make sure you have the correct information, your learner's book with you. Observations will be written down, and then we switch drivers. And then, of course, the car is sanitized, right? So let's review. Cars have dual controls. You have a certified instructor. I'm certified every 2 years. I have to go through training. I have to take a medical examination. So that's one reason why I'm better than your parents, because I'm at the peak of my driving process and I'm always searching for new information. I just wanted to say thank you for supporting me in 2021. I have some great content coming. Please give us a thumbs up. And if you have questions, post them. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel and give us a thumbs up. This has been Driving with Myles.